Hello everyone and welcome to my CSU channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Savannah Chrisley's BF, everything to know about Robert Shiver. Savannah Chrisley's boyfriend, Robert Shiver, is a former football player who has an interesting backstory. Keep reading to find out more. Robert Shiver, 40, born in 1985, is from Thomasville, GA. Shiver has worked at Senior Life Insurance since 2009. In college, Robert played football at Auburn University. Initially, he was a walk-on, but eventually earned a 3-year scholarship for the Auburn Tigers. He was also named team captain in his senior year. Robert married his ex-wife in 2007. His ex-wife, Lindsay Shiver, is also from Thomasville and went to Auburn University with Robert. Lindsay was a cheerleader at the college and also was named Miss Houston County in 2005. Lindsay and Robert have 3 children together named Grayson, Landon, and Rhett. Robert filed for divorce in 2023 after learning about Lindsay's attempted murder scandal. Lindsay, the alleged boyfriend Terrence Bethel, and the alleged hitman from the Bahamas were accused of plotting the murder of Robert. The 3 were arrested in Abaco, Bahamas, where Robert and Lindsay shared a home. They were arrested after the discovery of WhatsApp messages that proved the alleged plot to kill Robert. Lindsay and her accomplices were released on bail, but she violated her bond agreement by going on Good Morning America. The bail was revoked, and she is currently in custody in the Bahamas as of October 2024. Savannah Chrisley was previously engaged to late Nick Cardiles, but parted ways with him in 2020. In September of 2023, People announced that Savannah and Robert were dating. Savannah Chrisley sent Robert an Instagram DM after learning about his situation. Savannah's message read, "Hey, I'll be praying for you." Robert went on Savannah's podcast and said, Savannah Chrisley followed with, "You had gone viral. I was just being a kind person." Chrisley wants to keep the alleged murder plot private from the kids, stating she has so much respect for the children that she would not talk about it in front of them. In November 2023, Savannah Chrisley posted a picture on Instagram showcasing her relationship with Shiver. Fans are upset at the idea of Chrisley being in a new relationship, even though her ex-fiance has passed away, and she should still be mourning the death of Nick Cardiles. In January 2025, Savannah had Robert on her podcast, Unlocked, with the title Meet My Boyfriend. They first met in person in Boston on their way to a Morgan Wallen concert. Shiver says he has met her parents, stating Julie Chrisley is an incredible human being, but says Todd Chrisley has not been as open to meeting Robert. Why do you think Todd Chrisley does not want to meet Robert? Is Lindsay going to have a trial soon? When it comes to Savannah Chrisley's love life, fans are always eager to know the details. From her highly publicized past relationships to her newest chapter, Savannah has never shied away from sharing bits of her romantic journey. But her current boyfriend, Robert Shiver, is someone who has quickly captured public attention in more ways than one. So, who is the man by Savannah's side? Let's take a deep dive into everything there is to know about Robert Shiver, his past, his career, his headline-making drama, and why he and Savannah might just be the perfect match. A Southern gentleman with small-town roots. Robert Shiver hails from Thomasville, Georgia, a picturesque town known for its Southern charm and football-loving culture. Born into a close-knit family, Robert grew up in an environment that valued tradition, faith, and loyalty. That background gave him the all-American vibe that has people intrigued, and it certainly didn't go unnoticed by Savannah. From a young age, Robert's passion was football. He was an athlete through and through, spending countless hours on the field perfecting his game. His talent eventually took him to the next level, and football became more than just a hobby. It became his career path. A football star turned businessman. Robert Shiver attended Auburn University, where he played as a walk-on for the Auburn Tigers football team. Though not always in the spotlight, his determination and discipline earned him respect both on and off the field. After college, Robert didn't continue into professional football for long, but instead shifted his focus toward business. Today, he's known more for his entrepreneurial spirit and business acumen than for throwing passes. He's reportedly been involved in corporate ventures, insurance work, and investment opportunities, proving he's not just athletic but also sharp-minded. That blend of brains, brawn, and Southern charm makes him the kind of man who turns heads wherever divorce and scandal that shocked everyone. Of course, Robert Shiver's name made national headlines for a completely different reason not too long ago. He was once married to Lindsay Shiver, a former beauty queen. Their marriage seemed picture-perfect on the outside. They shared 3 children and the image of a happy family. But behind closed doors, things fell apart. Their marriage hit rocky waters, and Robert eventually filed for divorce. What came next sounded like something straight out of a true crime documentary. In 2023, Robert's life took a shocking twist when reports surfaced that his estranged wife Lindsay was allegedly involved in a murder-for-hire plot, with Robert as the target. Authorities claimed she had conspired with others to have him killed in the Bahamas, where the couple owned property. The news shook not only Robert's world, but also anyone following the story. What started as a routine divorce spiraled into an international scandal. Fortunately, the alleged plot was foiled, and Robert emerged physically unharmed. But emotionally, the ordeal was a storm that few could imagine weathering. Life after the scandal. For many people, going through something that traumatic would have been life-shattering. Yet Robert came out of it stronger, using the experience as motivation to focus on what truly matters: his children, his family, and his future. He became more private for a while, preferring to stay out of the spotlight while the legal battles and media frenzy unfolded. But it wasn't long before fans started hearing his name again, this time in connection with Savannah Chrisley. Enter Savannah Chrisley. Savannah Chrisley, best known for her role on Chrisley Knows Best, is no stranger to public attention herself. The reality TV star has grown up in front of cameras, faced family controversies, and managed heartbreaks, all while maintaining her independence and outspoken nature. When word got out that Savannah was dating Robert Shiver, fans instantly became curious. Some wondered if Savannah, who has been outspoken about loyalty and trust in relationships, had found someone who truly understands her world. Others were intrigued by the pairing of a reality star and a man who had already survived one of the most jaw-dropping scandals in recent years. Why they make sense together. At first glance, Savannah and Robert might seem like an unlikely match. But when you look closer, they actually share a lot in common. Resilience. Both have faced intense public scrutiny, Savannah with her family's legal battles and Robert with his scandalous divorce. That shared experience likely gives them a bond of understanding that others couldn't easily relate to. Southern roots. Both Savannah and Robert are Southern to the core. Their shared values of family, faith, and tradition probably feel like a natural connection. Ambition. Savannah is building her brand, podcasting, and raising her younger siblings after her parents' prison sentences. Robert is a businessman working hard to secure his legacy. Together, they have the drive to support and inspire one another. Fresh start. For Robert, dating Savannah represents moving on from a dark chapter of his past. For Savannah, it's about finding love with someone strong enough to stand beside her in tough times. Public reaction to their romance. Fans have had mixed reactions to Savannah and Robert's relationship. Some cheer them on, thrilled to see Savannah smiling again with someone who seems genuinely kind-hearted. Others are cautious, pointing out Robert's messy past and wondering if that could impact their relationship. But Savannah has never been one to let outside voices dictate her choices. In interviews and social media posts, she's hinted that Robert makes her feel safe, loved, and supported, things she values above all else. For Robert, being with Savannah also marks a new chapter. Instead of being defined by the chaos of his past, he's stepping into a spotlight that feels more positive and filled with hope. The future of Savannah and Robert. It's still early in their romance, but the buzz around them continues to grow. Will Savannah and Robert become one of reality TV's favorite couples? Could wedding bells be in their future? Or will they keep things private while nurturing their bond away from the chaos of fame?